right, a self-serving. By the way, a shout out to Robin at Dispatch in Beverly Hills.
Nice.
Yeah, Robin at Dispatch.
All right, Robin.
You forget those people are, they're all there for you.
Yep.
It's amazing. You get in a car accident and you're just surrounded by people. Like, I want to have more accidents because you're like the belle of the ball.
Great.
You're like, whoa, there's like paramedics and Robin at Dispatch and then Dennis the cop and like, this is the most attention I've had all week.
And a bunch of paramedics. You're
yeah,
great.
and they're in the car and stuff. It was awesome. So thanks to Robin at Dispatch. Love you, Robin. She says hi to you guys too.
Oh, nice.
All right,
Yeah,
Robin.
I had talked to her. Anyway, all right, so here's the deal. A couple things to catch up on before we go back to up yours road or our high road. Huh?
Guess which one we take.
I took the high road, and I'm not even going to discuss it with you because you want to argue about everything. Jack is right. You're argumentative.
Jack thinks it's okay for guys to cry after car accidents.
You're the one. I don't even.
Yeah,
I'm
don't start.
Not engaging him.
Don't yet.
Not engaging you. You want me to engage you? I'm not engaging you. Eminem and his ex-wife Kim were remarried Saturday in Detroit. Yay!
Yay, good for them.
But did you hear the gossip on that?
Huh?
No prenup again.
Yeah.
It's the second time he's married this girl without a prenup. He's a dumbass.
They were married for what, 2 years?
Yeah.
I looked at my fiance and I said this: you ever write really bad songs about me? I'm not remarrying you. You know, I mean that's a forgiven woman and a forgiven guy. So maybe this time it'll work out. And their daughter was the flower girl, so that is terrific news, isn't it? And then Stench also gave me this because Stench is of course the king of all the gossip because he's a fag.
Hey now, that's not really nice of you.
You are. Because
I know about gossip.
See, let me tell you the difference between a homosexual and a fag. A homosexual is a great guy that knows how to decorate, and he's a good guy that likes men and whatever. But a fag is somebody like you. That's
hysterical.
A fag is Stench. And y'all know, you homosexuals know what I'm talking about. He is a fag. You're not even welcome in the homosexual world.
I bet I wouldn't be.
They hate you.
The Bears would like me.
No, you're a fag.
No, I'm not. I
Jack
just know
fag?
about gossip.
He's 300 pounds of Ben and Jen and Brad and
Yeah.
Angelina
I know the gossip.
I know, but the reason why you're a fag is because the homosexual community, like, they're together. They're put together. They dress well. They have careers. They're smart. They have it going on. They're
And
not
they
you.
bone men.
They're everything but you. Oh, but you. Yeah, but listen to this. They're going to be very happy about this. And by the way, because somebody's going to get, you said fag. I said it in a derogatory way towards Stench because that's what he is.
Right. That makes it so much better.
And I back it 100% because
Okay.
he is. Because there's just not even, I don't know. Anyway, David Hasselhoff is single.
Yay! I love David Hasselhoff.
Oh, my God. That's just dreamy. That's dreamy.
Oh, Michael Knight.
This is news. Why? I mean, like, why did that
Because
even make
the
a
fag
tabloid?
gave it to
Because
us.
David Hasselhoff has filed for divorce.
Michael Knight.
Yep, remember him? He is cool. That leather jacket looked like a members only it was leather.
Right.
Listen, look at that.
Rock that in the car, talk to him.
And he could drive up and down the back of a semi.
Yeah, or just hit a button and just straight out jump you.
Well, Michael, stop doing that. That car talked.
Yeah, the top.
Michael Knight from Knight Rider, David Hasselhoff, the superstar of Germany, is single again. He filed for divorce from his wife of 16 years on Friday. They're married 16 years.
Wow.
His publicist says that he and wife Pamela Bach have agreed to be amicable
It was an amicable?
settlement and have 2 teenage daughters. So there you go. David Hasselhoff, single. Oh, yeah, and loving it. I want to get me a piece of David Hasselhoff's ass.
You know what? It's so weird.
Just bend him over. Just, God.
Oh,
What? What's so weird?
nothing's weirder than what you just said.
Take.
I'll pass.
What? You don't want a piece of the Hasselhoff?
Not
Hassel
like that.
ass?
No.
All right.
In Germany, he's a hot commodity.
The ladies here love him. Remember, he was in the Hollywood Christmas parade behind
Yeah,
us.
remember they love him.
Went
Now
crazy
he's
for him.
single.
Yeah. And I bet he's loaded. That Baywatch was a big show.
Well, not only that, but he's got junk in his bikini briefs.
Oh.
What are you doing?
Have you seen him in those little Speedos?
Is this a
No.
pregnant lady thing, or you start to think guys are hot that aren't really hot?
Jack David Hasselhoff. Haven't you seen him in his bikini briefs?
Of course I
He
have.
looks great. He's 53. He does look great.
Yeah, piece of David Hasselhoff.
Yummy.
Can't believe you guys don't want a piece of David Hasselhoff.
Somebody get dispatch on the phone because
Yeah.
I think that head injury is
Yeah.
getting worse.
Robin!
I think you're mocking me.
I don't even know if I was in Beverly Hills. Somewhere on Olympic. I don't know where it was. It was somewhere. Yeah, I think that's technical. It doesn't matter. Don't get me off on the weird things because not only did I have ADD, Jack, I have a tumor, and I hit my head. I'm
I
a
know.
mess.
You're the trifecta of nuts.
Oh, you said nuts. I like nuts. You ever seen David Hasselhoff's nuts? No. He's got nice nuts. Hasselhoff nuts. Yummy. Blah, 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 blah,
So
blah, blah.
high road or up yours?
High road or up your road. Right. Okay. So anyway, so as the weekend just progressed worse and worse and worse, and I've hit my head and I have trauma, and so you guys just ignore me when I say faggot nuts. Ha 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 ha. All right. So anyway, so because I've had head trauma, ha, I'm allowed to say that. Any hoodle, and I could probably prove it in a court of law.
Probably.
I probably, if they fire me for saying faggot nuts, could prove that I've had head trauma.
They won't fire you for saying faggot nuts. Only if you describe certain people's nuts.
Have you seen that Craig Rossi's nuts? He has like cougaran nuts.
No, I haven't.
What are cougaran?
They're like coins, aren't they?
I don't know.
Aren't they gold coins?
He has nuts the size of cougarans.
High road or
I
up yours road?
I think cougarans are used to describe nipples.
Oh, whoops. All right, Jack, wrong thing. I don't know. Okay, here we go. Ready? I want to talk about this. So as my nuts, as my weekend got progressively worse, the final finale, the grand finale, the grand whatever, last night was going out to Big Bear and finding these pictures of my boyfriend's ex-girlfriend, which, like I said, she's out of the picture. I don't care about her. She's no threat to me. Just something about seeing all her glamour shots. She's in her panties and she's in her bra. I think she got them at Target.
With
and
the filters, and they're all kind
they're
of
all
fuzzy.
soft focused.
Yeah.
And then she's holding roses over her belly, and I felt like, oh no, like don't do that. And I just felt bad that I saw him because I felt like I invaded her privacy. Because I've just seen his ex-girlfriend in bra and panties, and she's trying to she's doing this. Ooh.
Oh, the ooh?
She went ooh.
No.
In one of the photos, she's ooh. Look at this, Jack. Ooh. And ooh. Like she's scared but yet sexy. Ooh.
Right.
Ooh, don't look at my belly. I cover them up with roses.
Killing my belly with a rose. Ooh.
I would need a poinsettia.
So anyway, I felt like I violated her thing, and then I was like, honey, what should we do with these? And he goes, you are free to dispose of those however you wish. And I said, well, let's send them back to her, tell her thank you for the nice photos. We had a great time with them. But
No, that is not the high road.
But the time here is done. We just wanted to send them back to you just so you know that we're not putting them on the internet or anything like that, and you can have possession of them. And so you could maybe reuse them. Maybe the new boyfriend would like to see you going, ooh.
What is high road about that?
That is so, I'm so amazing.
That is so the up yours
No,
road.
that is
Yes,
not
it
up
is.
yours. That is Jamie White being a great person.
No, it's not. It's up yours. It's
I am
I'm knocked up by your ex-man, and I saw you, and we laughed at you, and now that we're done laughing at you, you can have these back.
Jack, Jamie White, great person.
Yes, definitely. That's putting the ass in classy.
Globes tonight.
Yay!
Oh my God, it's just worth killing yourself over, isn't it? Last night, 24 2-hour episode.
It was good. Today
Don't say
started
anything.
off
I
like
T-voted.
crazy.
I T-voted. Shh. Psst. I T-voted.
Can't believe that one CIT guy's
Shut
gay.
up. Everybody's gay. Somebody's
gay.
always gay.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
you didn't know before. He was like all manly and
Oh,
stuff.
right.
Like
yeah.
the gay guy on Lost.
Yeah.
the gay kid.
Yeah. Keith Sutherland is gay on the new episode of 24. Yeah, you'll be
You know,
shocked.
it starts off like Brokeback Mountain. He's like on a ranch with another guy, and he's like falling in love with him.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. I'm excited. I T-voted
Crazy.
it. 2 hours. Yeah. It's 24. Okay. And tonight, Golden Globe. So,
Right.
Joan and Melissa on the red carpet.
Yes, exactly. Joan and Melissa on the red carpet from TV Guide Channel. So they do a great job. Make sure you tune in for that. Okie dokie. High road or up your road? What you do when all of a sudden you find these pictures of the husband's ex-wife, ex-girlfriend. Stench told me that his wife found pictures of his ex-girlfriend.
Not the current wife, another wife.
No, your new wife, the wife you have now. She's not even new. Oh,
no,
the
no,
other
it
one?
was another wife. Yeah, it was another wife.
How many
That,
does he have?
Yeah.
Confusing. Like
No,
a
no.
Let's go
dozen.
with okay.
It wasn't the current wife. Because then she'll flip out. She
Baker's
listens to the
dozens
show,
of wives.
And I get in trouble because this show ruins lives.
Oh, because she's going to say, I never found pictures?
Yeah. And then she's going
Well,
to
now she's going to be mad that you don't have, that she, anyway.
Well, the first wife took him
Some
away.
wife of Stench's found pictures of an ex-girlfriend, and they just disappeared.
They just disappeared, and I
I
had
like
them in
that.
a little container, didn't know I had them, and then
She said, I have these.
they were there, and yeah.
Well, at least she didn't like.
And she couldn't really say anything because that girlfriend looked better than she did. Oh. I mean, I'm just breaking it down.
Oh, well. As I said to the snowboarder last night, I go, you know what? We all have people from our past that we thought at the moment they were hot.
Right.
Yeah, we do that.
Yeah, we do.
We do
I am
have
like,
that.
so I'm not going to say anything about
Yeah.
these pictures. We all have people from our past that we were like, they were so good looking, I swear. And now you look back, you're like, what did I see in him?
Yeah.
Or her? You know,
all
you're
have
like,
that.
we all, every single one of us, there's nobody that doesn't have that.
Yeah.
So anyway, so Stench, so she just got rid of him. She just,
I assume God knows if she voodoo burned them or freaking smoked them or just threw them in the trash or what happened. But they disappeared, and I never asked because I didn't want to hear about it.
well, the snowboarder found a picture of Builder Bob and just, and it was like me and Danny and Builder Bob and Jody, my
But
girlfriend.
not in his panties.
Yeah.
It wasn't Builder Bob in his panties.
It was Builder Bob and Danny, and they're both of them in their panties. No, it
Right.
wasn't. No, it was like a picture. We were all at
Right.
the Grammys or something, and we were all smiling, you know. And they were, and then you know what he did? He just like, he just took the picture, tore Builder Bob off of it, and then gave it back to me.
That was nice.
He
Ah,
said,
was
"That
nice.
way you can still keep the picture of Dan." I'm like, wow, it won't. It doesn't matter what I said, but
But that was nice of him.
it wasn't. But is it? You shouldn't even ask me if I should have Builder Bob torn off.
No, you
You wouldn't
have
ask
rights.
him.
At that point in the
Yeah.
relationship, you see a picture of another person that shouldn't be there, you have the right to take it. You
See what
can't
I
complain.
did with this girl's pictures, the whatever, you know, the glamour shots, is I just put them back in the box and set them on the counter at his house.
That's now vacant that he's moving out of.
Right. I'm like,
So the new person will get him.
but he said I can do whatever. I don't know. I just don't have that kind of. I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't. I'm
No,
not,
you did the right thing at that
not
point.
as into it as I
If you're
used
not
to be.
going to
Right.
send them back, then you did the right thing.
I still want to send them back though. I think that would be nice. I'd want my pictures back. Hey, should we take some phone calls?
Yes.
Before we discuss this to the ground of I am a great person. I'm a great person for sending her back the photos. Here's Candy. Hi, Candy.
Hey, Jamie. Hey, guys. How you doing?
Hi.
We are good.
Wonderful. Okay, here's my thing. I have this friend who is a web designer, right? Mm-hmm. Her and her ex-boyfriend, ex now, but her and her boyfriend at the time were together, living together, moved into this house together, which means he would have brought these pictures with him, right? Anyway, she's digging through a closet, found in a box pictures of him and his ex-girlfriend. So what she did was scan the photos onto her computer, superimposed her face on the ex-girlfriend's face, mailed them back to the girlfriend with the original pictures that were torn in half.
Well, that's a lot of
That's a
time.
lot of work.
Jeez.
That is,
Kinda effort.
don't you think that's a lot of work there, Candy?
It didn't take her a long time. It only took her like
And I don't know how to
it took
scan.
her like 2 days to do it.
I'm
doesn't seem worth
scan,
it.
superimposing. How about here's your photos? We don't need them anymore. That's what I was going with. I was going with a nice Hallmark card that I don't know if they make or not. But hey, I don't. What does Hallmark make these? Sorry, we don't need your photos. Card.
I don't know. I have to look next
Yeah.
time I'm in there.
Your glamour shots were well received, but that moment in our lives is over. I don't know. Do they make that one?
No, they don't.
They
They might. It's called not the high road card.
Or I'm sorry that you had to go with such soft focus.
Oh,
Do they make that card?
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, because Barbara Walters gets a lot of those on 2020.
Well, and this girl is like young. She didn't need that much soft focus. Yeah.
She must
don't know.
have, or they wouldn't
All
have
right.
done
So
it.
what I've learned, and because he said it was really uncomfortable to get, is don't give these kind of photos for Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day coming up. Don't give these photos
No.
because it makes the guy really uncomfortable. What do you do with them?
Yeah, you can't display them.
You're like,
Yeah.
Well, because I think the whole point
I
of
think
seeing,
you hit it on
yeah,
the-
the whole point of seeing pictures like that, like if you look at a magazine or whatever, it's some girl that you don't know, some like fantasy type girl. It's not a girl that you've been banging every day for 12 years. It's,
Yeah.
Not that we don't love our, spouses and girlfriends and stuff like that. It's just we've seen you like that. We like you, but
Well, I said to him,
It would be uncomfortable to see those pictures.
he goes, it was really uncomfortable to get him. I'm sure she meant well of it. He goes, but I just didn't know really what to do with him. I go, but didn't it make you mad that she was in her bra and panties in front of a photographer, spread out, taking pictures for...
That's all I think of.
Even though they're for you.
I would think of that, and I would think of, oh my God, someone else is going to see these, and I'd freak out, and I would not like the pictures at all.
Yeah, and he's like, I don't really think of it. I was just like, this is weird.
Yeah, what do I do with these?
Yeah, and he goes, I don't know what to do with them. You can dispose them however you want. I'm like, don't make me get creative.
Oh, God.
Because I am.
God, no.
Here's Mickey or Mikey or Mickey or Mikey.
Hi, it's Mickey.
Hi, Mickey.
Hi. I had a mean thought.
Okay.
I just wanted to know if this is the ex-girlfriend that has cancer and you were going to send back the pictures without hair.
Oh.
I'm evil. Sorry.
Oh, someone
Mickey,
meaner
Mikey.
than Jamie. Thank you,
Oh,
Mickey.
Mickey, you're my new best friend. New best friend, Mickey.
Wow.
Can't even comment. It's so low.
Yeah.
So love the Mickey, though. Mickey needs her own website of evil.
That's evil.
That is beyond evil.
Yeah, that's mean.
Am I that evil?
Yes.
You didn't think of that one.
Oh, that makes me a better person.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, thank God.
She wanted to superimpose a belly on there and send him back to her saying, could have
That
been
was
you.
the head injury talking.
That was my head injury. I had a head injury.
Oh,
Remember?
yeah. That excuses
Remember?
everything.
Robin, Dennis, dispatch.
Right.
Cops.
Giggling. When's
Giggling.
your last period. All
Right.
that stuff.
Mickey
Remember
are
that?
pals.
Right. And paramedics on Olympic. Oh, they're
Yeah.
hot. Listening for my car accident to be heard on Star 98.
Right. Pressing on star, talking to Nathan. Remember all that?
Remember all that? I hit my head. I had a head trauma.
You had head trauma, but that's still mean.
Okay, so if I take the pictures of her in sexy lingerie, okay, sexy is strong, but I'm just
Right.
being kind, and I superimpose a big fat belly on it and say, I'm sorry you had the abortion,
Oh!
but this is what you would have looked like, and mail him back? Is that mean?
Equally
Yes.
as mean.
That's
yes.
really mean. That's like
Yeah.
Mickey mean.
She gets to keep her hair.
That's as mean as Mickey.
Hey, Christy? 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 Christy?
Yes,
Christy?
hello.
Christy?
Hi, Christy.
Christy?
Hello.
What the hell? It takes too long to talk to you.
I'm so sorry.
God, I have a head
I
injury.
was being picked up at the coffee shop.
You
Okay.
what? She was what?
Picked
I
up
was
at a
being
coffee
hit
shop?
on at the coffee shop.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're so fine.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. Anyway, what do you want?
I have kind of two stories. My ex-husband was having an affair with my best friend, and I found her underwear and her socks in my drawer and under the bed.
Well, it wasn't so hot and heavy that she left her socks on, so you should look at that.
Yeah, really.
Right.
That's good. I like it.
Because usually when you're just doing it in like a crazy rate, you don't take your socks off.
This is true. This
Right.
is
So
true.
that's good. So you found her panties and socks. How do you know it's your best friend's panties and socks?
Well, you
She
know,
smelled them.
I didn't know.
Jack.
Well, they were really bad.
socks.
They were like grandma panties. God knows what he was thinking. But, you know, the socks were just very unusual that not a lot of people wear with pennies. And there
Did
you
they
go.
have like kitty cats all over them and stuff, or what?
Almost. Yeah, they were just like white fold-over Catholic school kind of socks. So
Is she okay?
I went on a. Yeah, I'm okay.
Did you hit
I'm
your head in
okay.
an
I'm
accident on
getting
Friday?
beat
Do we
down
need to
and
call
stuff.
Robin for you?
We're
thank you.
interrupting her. This might be our fault. We're sorry, Christy, whose husband boned your girlfriend while she was dressed like a Catholic schoolgirl.
Yeah, really. And so then I when we broke up, I actually
Can
got
you
this-
get through a
Hold
sentence?
on, she's your
Yeah,
friend.
you're
You're
right.
right. You're right. Okay, go ahead.
Remember,
No,
we
no,
were
no.
like,
All right, all right.
when we broke up, I actually went on Ricky Lake
Oh. Uh-huh.
and told the story.
Right. And then did
And
they...
then all of the part of the agreement was that he would keep my car maintained. So I went and got new tires,
What, new oil?
new everything, whatever I needed. Even if I
Let me
didn't
get this
need it, I
straight.
got it.
Your husband that you love and believe in and
That
faithful
I
to...
did love and
Right.
believe in.
He has an affair with your best girlfriend, and all you get is an oil change?
and new tires.
No,
Spark
I
plugs.
did new tires. I
See?
did everything.
Yeah, wiper
I
blades.
did everything.
Air
And then
freshener,
I
Top
any
off the-
scent you
credit
wanted.
Top off the
cards,
fluids.
took the credit cards, went on a shopping spree. I did
Sheepskin seat
whatever I
covers.
could do, you know?
Yeah.
And then with my
Beer
most
tap
recent
shifter.
Yeah, exactly. And my most recent ex-boyfriend, I found out. I met the manager.
Remember when you used to
of the
buy
restaurant.
window tint at Walmart?
Yeah, and then you like put it in the water and put it on and
and
press
have
it on.
bubbles.
It had bubbles
Yeah.
all over it.
Yeah.
I don't go to Walmart.
Okay,
Yeah,
anyway.
Hey, what's the deal?
She's classy.
Yeah.
God.
She's so too busy having bad relationships.
That was my ex-boyfriend. I just seemed to meet the manager of his absolute favorite restaurant, which is a very expensive restaurant here in L.A.
Because you're classy.
He is now banned from that restaurant.
You're very busy.
But he has to maintain your bike. So you went out and got a new seat.
Free salad bar.
I promised you all we are having our own parade here in the studios.
Yes.
Our very own parade, Martin Luther King Day parade. And we actually brought in a musical guest on one of our floats.
Yeah.
One of our floats coming by the parade right now has Ashley Parker on it.
Yay!
Ladies and gentlemen, Ashley Parker from a new show on MTV. It's called There and Back. It's tonight at 10:30 on MTV. You can watch it. Now, in case you don't know what the hell it's about, he was the really hot guy in O-Town, that band O-Town.
Yep.
And by the way, still hot. But
Thank you.
Jack got some O-Town.
Oh, wait a second.
Jack. Don't make the pregnant girl squishy. All right, so anyway, wait. So there and back, he's in O-Town and part of that making the band series.
Right.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, fame, bitches, the money, the whole kit and caboodle.
Yeah, everything
Right?
goes along with it.
Everything you've ever wanted, right? He had it all. And then what happened?
It kind of all went away just as quickly as it came.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ashley Parker!
Ashley! This show's good, by the way.
Yeah,
There
it
and
is
Back is really
great.
cool.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you.
So what how? You bought
know-
a Ferrari or something?
I was smart with my money, I got to say. I didn't go blow it, The thing
Well,
was
plus, they own all the rights to everything, I'm sure, with making the band, like American Idol. You think those kids make a lot of money. They don't.
And then you guys, how many were in O-Town?
5 of us.
So you split up
You
what's
split
left
it
5 ways.
5 ways, yeah. And when we signed our contracts, our lawyer said, "Look, you're gonna come back in a couple years and ask why the hell we signed these
but you're
contracts."
so giddy.
But it was like, it was a great foot in the door, and for someone like me who's from a really small town, it was a great opportunity. So
Right, and you see, fame, and you're like, well, I could probably make fortune later.
No, you go for it.
Yeah, you totally go for it.
Nobody's knocking you, man.
Exactly,
Go
that's
for
what you
it.
do. So you sign the dotted line, you're selling albums with O-Town, and then you're like, well, we got $5.
yeah,
But P. Diddy got like $5 million.
yeah. What's up with that?
Yeah, that's not fair. I'm doing all the busting my ass stuff. So then the money goes away, and then O-Town kind of splits up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We kind of made a mutual decision within the group that, I think we all kind of knew we had a limited time as a group just because the way we came together, it was a very manufactured situation. I mean, it was so much fun. I mean, we cut a multi-platinum record with Clive Davis. We had a ton of fans. We had a #1 song on the radio.
Right.
But, just because of the way we came together, we didn't necessarily achieve respect or credibility in the music industry.
Well, you became like a bot boy band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like manufactured, I get you.
Yeah.
So
And plus, financially, it's probably smarter to break up anyway, because that way you didn't have a contract as the.
Yeah, I'm the hot guy. I'm
as
going
O-Town.
solo.
Yeah. So you decide to be the hot guy and go solo.
well, I decided
Break away like David Lee Roth.
I was gonna try.
Yeah.
Leave Ross.
I don't know, Jack.
That's who you
Just
all
yeah,
right.
throw the kid
That's
off.
fine.
How old
Yeah.
are you? Like 12?
24.
24, yeah. David Lee who? Like I told you, my boyfriend thought Duran Duran was dead.
Right.
Did you know Duran Duran's alive?
Yeah.
Okay, thank
good.
you.
And he's 24, younger than your boyfriend.
Yeah. Okay. Well, he's
I have a question though.
he just turned 30.
Yeah. Here's my question. You came back. O-Town's over. You go back home. At what point then did you think it was a good idea to get married and knock up the little woman?
Well, I'm not married. I'm not married.
You're not married, so you guys are just boyfriend girlfriend.
It
So
was
you're
my
in
girlfriend.
Jamie's boat.
Yeah, but what happens, Stench, is when you're in that kind of relationship and you've had some wine, you just grab their little asses and you go, you know what? It's worth it. I love you, man.
I'm like, everything's kind of slowing down here, and then all of a sudden you end up with him. I know.
And then he goes, I shouldn't. And you go, no, you should. And then you go, no. And then you go, no, I'm not ovulating. It's fine. And then you go, no, we've had wine. And then you're like, no, that's fine. And then the next thing you know, it's too late. And then you're standing on your head hoping everything,
Stand on your head.
Oh, that's just me. I was trying to trap him. But that was just me. I was standing on my head.
Like, my kids weren't planned. Neither one of my kids were planned.
Oh, Jack's were.
They just came about. So
Please.
I get how that happens.
Yeah, I don't
but
think
is
he
it just,
planned
Is it
it.
just bad timing, or were you guys like, hey, we'll have a family and it's over and that's what I'm going to do now?
It was crazy timing. It really was, because there was a lot going on. And,
Where'd you guys do it where you had like a kid?
You know, we were actually at a 70s dress up party, and I was dressed up like Dirk Diggler.
Oh, yeah.
And we snuck out for a quickie.
And that's how it happened?
And that's how it happened.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's how it'll happen.
Oh, that'll how it'll happen.
Yeah, your girlfriend gets hot when she thinks you're Dirk Diggler.
Yeah.
Dirk Diggler's the man.
Yeah, and by the way, 70s party, not that funny, huh? Is my era.
That's like graduated high school.
Hey, not very funny. The 70s era, dressed up like that, huh? Look how funny people used to dress, huh?
It's like what I wore to elementary school.
I know, me too, Jack. All right, so we have more questions with Ashley Parker. Again, you can watch him on a show called There and Back. It's on tonight at MTV. At MTV? On MTV. I hit my head.
That's okay.
On MTV. And now the show is basically about his struggles with a knocked up chick, no money, and sleeping on your mother-in-law's couch.
Good times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And having it all, friends, having it all, and now having to, like, beg, borrow, and steal, and, like, take those little posters and like, staple them to things.
Oh, like your
Like,
your
I'm
show.
appearing
Yeah.
at Morongo.
Right.
Yeah.
That'd actually be a big gig
It
for
would
you.
be opening for Duran Duran.
That would not be
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No kidding. All right. So, anyway, taking your phone calls too. Hey, somebody is on the phone that wants to talk about a psycho ex-girlfriend.
Oh, there
Did you have a psycho ex-girlfriend?
Or
Not that I'm aware of.
Well, they said it's from making the band. I don't know.
I mean, I do have an ex-girlfriend from making the band.
Oh, okay.
I'm
well,
not sure
so
if she falls in the psycho category.
you're a nice boy.
You are a nice guy.
This guy.
Yeah, she's a psycho bitch. I'll just speak for him.
I torture her about
Those are bitch and boots.
her Yeti boots.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can go out in the snow, the tundra, the frozen tundra, Jack.
Yes, you could.
All right, anyway, show and tell with Jack and things you guys can't see. It's Martin Luther King Day. Woo! And what better way to support it than bring in a really, really white kid?
Yeah.
I mean, like, what the hell? All right, and it's Ashley Parker. He's on a new show tonight. 10:30, MTV. It's called There and Back. Perfect name for that, by the way. He was on Making the Band. He was in O-Town. You know him at, what's that song, Jackie? You were playing
I
it.
was playing All or Nothing.
All or Nothing, and you heard him in that hit song because I know on one of our sister stations they played the bejesus out of it.
Yeah, that was. You guys had a big hit.
That was a good song.
It was
a
good
song for us.
Good songs, good songs.
Good songs.
And then the band broke up because P. Diddy was making all the money off of it.
This was pre-P. Diddy, I believe.
Oh, it was?
This is
they-
Lou Pearlman.
Yeah, they brought P. Diddy in later to do Making the Girl Band or something.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because he don't want to work with no dudes, just hoes.
Right, exactly. and do you blame him?
And he made him run like all around Central Park and stuff. They didn't make you go jogging, did
No, Lou never sent me out like, jogging through the city to go
Right.
get cheesecake for me.
Okay.
Right, okay, good. Jack, can you turn it up just a little bit so let's see what we're dealing with here? I remember that song. Felt like just yesterday, right? You had all the babes, the bitches.
Seems like just yesterday.
You were on stage, you were singing.
You're gonna make me cry here, guys.
You had a little dance move probably that went bye, 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 like that. Did you do that ever? Bye, bye, bye? With your Pac-Man
Something like
hand?
The choreographed move.
The bye, 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 Pac-Man.
Right.
Bye, bye, bye. So here you are, you're on stage, y'all like separate and stuff, and now you're trying to. What's the name of you now? Ashley.
Ashley Parker Angel.
Ashley Parker Angel.
Yeah, that's my full name.
I wouldn't go with that.
That's his name.
APA.
That's my name.
Appa.
APA.
Appa. I don't know. Ashley Parker Angel. The angel on there doesn't. I don't. It's gonna be hard for a man to buy your CD.
Well, see, a lot of people call me Ashley Angel, and that's just a little too porn star. So I put,
Yeah.
I put the Parker.
Oh, I like that.
Parker in
Okay,
between.
okay. So you've already changed it up. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
So Ashley Parker Angel.
Yeah.
I've just been calling you Ashley Parker. So Ashley Parker Angel now is his name. And do you, like, what's happening? Like, where are we in this life? Like have you gotten a deal, a record deal? Or you just
Yeah, I was able to get a record deal.
From?
Blackground Records.
Never heard of them.
You will soon.
Oh, okay.
You will very soon.
All right.
No, they're awesome actually.
And who did they have? Anybody? Mariah?
They work with people like Aaliyah.
She's dead.
Unfortunately,
Way to bring that up.
Well, I mean,
It's easier to sign dead people.
Yeah.
So, well, okay, Aaliyah.
And JoJo.
So they're more
Jack?
more of like a urban label.
Yeah.
You're
this
a
is-
white man.
This is kind of a departure for them. This is kind of their first sort of
okay.
rock pop project.
All right, and so they signed you, and now what happens?
Well, you see from there and back when the show picks up. I was about a year into making an album, and I have this falling out with the producer I'm working with, and I go in and take a meeting.
So you're difficult?
I'm not difficult.
Oh, because I was told I was fun to work with,
Yeah.
not difficult, but fun.
Fun.
That's like a fun because he's getting ready to say difficult, but I'm pregnant, so I'll cry. So he goes, I don't mind working with fun people.
Yeah.
I'm not difficult.
Okay.
No, he
all
seems
right.
like a
He's
really nice
insisted on
guy.
that.
Yeah. Everybody seems nice, Jack, and then you meet us
No,
all, and then we're
not
difficult,
all.
and we're pains in the asses, and then we're perfectionists, and then we make everybody's life hell.
And you were working on this album in your
Yeah.
hometown. You went back home?
No, I was actually living in LA.
Okay.
You know, and I'm so excited that they believed in me as an artist, and because there's so many talented people out there trying to get their foot in the door.
Let me ask you this: your girlfriend, she with you when you were O-Town, or did you
No,
meet her
she
after?
It was right at the tail end of O-Town. It
Oh,
was
so she
actually-
still thought you were like a star.
Oh.
No, she hated
Hey,
O-Town.
I'm just telling you, there's a lot of groupies in this world.
Did you
That's
see the
true.
first episode?
I did not.
See, if she would have seen, you see that she hates boy bands,
Yeah.
and she hated O-Town.
But you know what? When I dated that football player, I pretended like I hated football. But really, I was like, oh my God, you're the quarterback. Yeah, we do that so we don't come off as groupies. Duh. Does he really think that groupies just flat out say they're groupies?
Some of them probably do, but
Yeah.
not all of them.
But us
Yeah.
classy
Yeah.
groupies act
Right.
like we're not into you guys. Don't you get that? We're like, no, I don't like football.
The,
Classy
the
groupies.
keeper groupies are the ones who pretend like they're not groupies.
Exactly. That's a
Exactly.
keeper groupie. You got
Right.
yourself a keeper groupie. That's awesome, keeper groupie guy. That is so cool. All right, here, somebody wants to talk to you. I don't know what this is about. Sharon?
Yes.
Hi.
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 I have a question
Meet
for
Ashley Parker Angel from that MTV show There and Back. You can see him tonight at 10:30 on MTV.
Hi, Ashley.
Hi.
I have a question. On making the band, you had this girlfriend who used to pressure you to have babies, and she was like, "What about my dreams?" When you were trying to reach your dreams, what happened to her?
Oh, you
We
dick.
just grew apart.
Wait a minute.
That
Grew
happened.
apart.
Wait a minute. I don't like you now. So you were with a girl
She was
who
butt
said,
ugly.
"Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Oh.
It doesn't matter." She's like, "I love you and let's have babies." Blah blah. He's like, "No, no, no, no. What about me? What
I
about
was
me?"
18.
And then you knock up another girl.
You want me to have a baby at 18?
What a slap in the face to that poor girl.
It was 5 years later. I gotta get this guy.
I was 18 years
Yeah.
old.
Yeah,
I was
but Jack,
definitely
you
not
know,
ready
like
to
you're
have a
with
baby.
that guy. He's like, I don't think I want to be committed. I don't think I want to ever get married. And then you turn around, you break up, and then he's married to
She
somebody
was that
else.
needy
Right,
girl.
but this was like 5 years later.
I don't care, Jack. He
Yeah.
got another girl knocked up when he said he didn't want babies.
She just was saying she wanted babies to keep him around. I have a
Look,
feeling.
I'm looking for any reason to hate this kid, and I
know.
just found
And
it.
he's
No.
a nice kid, and this isn't his fault.
This
He-
is his fault. He's
No,
one of those
18.
bastards that does that.
No,
that
he's
goes,
18.
I don't want to get married then. Tomorrow he's married.
Good for you for not having a baby at 18 and
Yeah. Thank
pursuing
you.
your career.
Or what about like that one guy I dated? He's like, hey, I ain't marrying no Jew. And then what does he do? He marries a non-Jew.
Yeah.
Wait a second. I don't know. Now I'm
She
all
crossed that
spooked.
one up. But the guy that wouldn't marry her because she wasn't Jewish. and
Right.
then-
now he's
now
married
he's
to
with a
a
non-Jewish.
Catholic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good, because I was thrown.
See, that's what the old, what's his name? Ashley A.P.
Ashley Parker Angel.
Yeah.
She was so needy.
She was. It
And you
it
could
got
see
tough.
it. We used to tease her, like my boyfriend at the time. We used to watch her and be like, "Oh my God, she's
couldn't
so
hear
annoying."
you.
Right. Now we have a new problem. This girl's insanity.
Yeah. You're teasing someone that can't hear you. Who's crazier,
Did
Sharon?
you tickle the TV too?
Make faces at her. Oh, Sharon. And so, do you like that Ashley Parker Angel?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, you like him better with O-Town or solo?
I like him better with the long hair, so solo.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, they have.
Jamie doesn't like me so far.
No,
No, she wants to not like you.
I
She's
wasn't not
trying.
like it. I was looking for because you're a nice guy and you cared about my car accident more than my own boyfriend, which really concerns me.
Yeah.
When outsiders I don't know are like, "Oh my God, are you okay? I heard you got in a car accident and you're pregnant, and are you sure you're okay?"
Right.
Ask me more questions than my own boyfriend.
Right.
But then you go,
Well, it's also one of those things. Ashley has a baby, so once you have a kid, you become more
Yeah.
sensitive to those things. Because I
And
know
at least
before
the
I had a
mom's
kid,
cuter
I
now.
really didn't think about it too much. Now that I have a kid, anytime somebody's pregnant, I think about the things that happened to them.
"Thanks, Jack."
Yeah.
Hey, Sharon, what?
The baby's mom is much cuter than his ex-girlfriend.
Oh, well, that
Well,
is
that's good.
terrific.
Good he moved up.
Yeah, you like to do that. You try not to go
Try not
the
to
other way.
downgrade.
Yeah,
Try not to
yeah.
downgrade.
Yeah. So I don't know where you are in the TV line, but I mean, are you allowed to say if you have a baby now and stuff? Or
I can. I mean, I'll just
It's
say
in the
it. They're
promos.
asking me not to because they want the show to reveal it. But I'll
Right.
just say I had a baby boy.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Actually, this is going to be the first baby born on MTV.
Really?
Oh, it goes all the way through the baby.
We let the cameras in the delivery
That
room.
show with
us.
all those whores and bitches and baby got back and stuff.
Real
and they're
world. No babies on Real World.
No babies on Real World.
Holy hell, that's
Yeah.
crazy. First baby born on MTV.
Yeah, in the
That's
cameras
groundbreaking.
in the delivery room with us.
Man.
Oh,
Imagine that. You're getting ready to have a baby.
yeah.
With a
and-
camera in there, was she flipping out and being a pain in the ass like they do when they go into labor?
She was, and it's all on the show.
Caught on tape.
It's all on the show.
It's
Carson
maximum
Daly-
exposure.
Did Carson
That
Daly
show.
throw to your baby? And now to Ashley's baby.
Yay, live. Let's go live in the delivery room.
I left the delivery room with my arms bleeding from my wife having held on so tight and grabbing my
I'm
arm.
going to be so calm.
Arm was bloody.
Yeah, you will.
I couldn't
I'm just
imagine a
gonna
camera in there.
Breathe, and the baby's just gonna. I'm gonna be so amazing.
You have that effect on people.
Oh,
though.
I really am. I'm like
You
a
are calm.
spa. My
You'll be
whole
doing a
persona.
show while that kid will be coming out. We'll never even know.
Please, Jack. I'm so calm about everything. It's just a joke. I'm like, my whole aura is a spa. All right, Ashley, we're gonna let you go, but you're fabulous, and
Oh, boy, I like the show.
we like the show a lot, and
Thank you.
I hope it all goes well. I you
Me
know.
too.
When does your CD come out?
Yeah.
I think sometime in April. I'm not sure exactly when, but we're trying to figure that out now.
When's the show end? Is it right around that time? Or
It should, yeah. It's 10 episodes long, so it'll run through I think the end of March.
And why didn't you bring us a CD like of the new stuff or something?
I thought you guys should have some music, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right, right.
They didn't bring you guys.
No,
some?
we didn't.
No,
No, they hate us. though.
dude, lose that label. Get somebody that cares.
Oh, I think that's more our people than his people.
I don't know. Do we have people?
I think we were
Because
told. I think we
bet
were-
our people took the CD and have it in their car right now, rocking out with their crazy self.
Because I don't even think we have people.
Well, I'm gonna make sure you guys have a CD.
Okay, that would be very nice of you. And we wish you all the luck in the world. You're one of those nice guys that actually deserves it.
Thank you.
Yeah, you really are. I'm sorry that you told that one girl you didn't want to have babies and then you knocked up another chick, but that's okay. I'll just let that one slide this time. Things happen in life, right?
Okay.
It's there and back. It's on MTV. You can see it tonight. And thank you for joining us in our Martin Luther King
Thank you, guys.
parade.
Parker
Right?
Angel.
Oh no, that's Jack. I had a grand
That
finale.
wasn't my fault.
Way
Wait,
to
hold
blow
on,
it. Way
hold
to blow
on.
it.
Hold on. All right. And thank you again for joining us at our Martin Luther King Day parade. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, on the float and exiting the Martin Luther King Day parade that we're having here in our studio, Ashley Parker Angel. Very nice. Thank you for being on the float. You look fabulous.
And here comes the Burbank High School Marching Band.
Yay! Oh, by the way, I love that guy. Did I tell you that? Yeah. Is it all right? And this is a weird question because it's not very relatable. But imagine that you marry somebody or you date somebody or whatever, and part of their allure, if you will, is their position in life. Position in life. For example, he was a rock star
Right.
in that group O.
O-Town.
Oh, Tao?
I like to call it O. It reminds me
Okay.
of Circus Soleil.
All right.
It's more flamboyant.
Whatever floats your boat.
Thank you, Jack. I'm pregnant, and thank you for being a yes man.
No problem.
I like to call him Mystere, but go ahead.
So, anyhoodle, the deal is that, part of his allure was that he was, this guy that his fame and money and bitches and all that, and so you fall in love with him. Then what happens when, let's say, I know, for example, I have a news anchor in a different city. And she was married to this guy that was a prospective baseball player. Professional baseball player. He's on the minor leagues or whatever.
Oh,
right,
he's
but
coming up?
he had looked like he was going to make it to
He
the
would
majors.
look like he was going to make it. Yeah, he was going to be a big hitter, big swinger, big player. And then all of a sudden he wasn't anymore. Yeah, he didn't make it. Can ya?
You get rid of them.
Right.
That's what they do.
Because my girlfriend went through the same thing, but with, Motley Crue or whatever, she got him when he was in the 80s and he was still really popular. And then to watch his demise and everything.
Because if you don't, you become as sad as they are. I saw it in the airport.
But the thing is, she stayed because he was still famous.
Yeah,
Right, he got to hold on to his fame.
He got to hold on to his fame as Motley Crue. But the thing that changed in their lives was the money.
Oh, it
So
went
in
from
her
tons
head,
to
they,
none.
yeah, like they were borrowing furniture and stuff. I
Yeah.
mean, but he still had fame and nobody knew that they were broke.
And with those guys, though, if you get to that level, you're so famous that you could, and he did, go just play a show some random place and make 10 or 12 grand every now and then. You're like a novelty because you are
I know,
still so famous.
But your pride won't let you do that because you're afraid that that you'll still make it.
Oh, you're gonna get it back together.
Yeah. And in your own lives, I mean, let's say you were dating the CEO of a corporation.
Okay.
Or married to him.
Or a doctor.
Or a doctor, and you're married to him, and they're disbarred, or the medical board says you can't practice anymore,
Or a radio DJ.
and then we're unemployed.
Yes.
Don't think I haven't asked him that, by the way. I'm like, will you still love me if I'm not on the radio? And you know what he said?
What?
I'm going to be so much more fond of you if you're not on the radio.
I believe that. I think my wife is gunning for him and sending these guys info to try to get me out.
Yeah, he said, I will love you so much more if you are not on the radio and disclose our entire lives. He's like, do you know how peaceful our life will be that I don't feel like I have to, now some ex-girlfriend's going to call going, you got naked pictures of me? And she saw him. He's like, my life will just be calmer.
Yeah.
He's like, we'll go on a nice vacation. We'll buy a motorhome.
But what do you do at that point? That person's gone. What you saw in them, what you were into
Part
is
of the
gone.
attraction, yeah.
A big part of that person's gone.
And that was part of Desperate Housewives last night, too, is that, the stay-at-home dad guy.
Yeah.
And part of her attraction to him or whatever was that he was a working dad. He's working. And now she's the worker bee and he's a stay-at-home dad. And now they're having problems or whatever on Desperate Housewives. if you
He's
saw
having
it.
problems. She seems to be fine with it.
Well, because he's lost his man card.
Yeah, when you become stay-at-home dad like that, and totally she carries the whole load, everything.
Right.
I would imagine that would affect you.
So when you lose your job here and you start taking care of the baby, what do you think your wife's going to think of you?
Oh, she's going to treat me even worse. Because she has that card on me. Like right
Right.
now, if she were to really piss me off, I don't need her.
Yeah, you got a
I
job.
don't need
you're fine.
you. I got a job. I'm fine. I put a roof over my head. I buy. And
Right.
I'm gone. And I could go do my own thing. And she knows that, so she won't push extra hard.
Right, but now that you've been written up so many times and you're on the border of getting
Oh, yeah.
fired,
Now that I'm on the brink, she's like salivating, just waiting to pounce on the
because
rump
then
roast.
she's going to own you.
She's going to own me and be like,
And you'll have to ask for money.
oh, God. I'd hang myself before I did that.
You're going to have to. You're going to watch the baby.
Yeah, I'd watch the baby and be just depressed.
You think you'd be depressed or happy?
I'd be depressed. I'd be bummed. One thing I do is one thing I love. Like I love this show. I love coming
Right.
here. I have fun, and everything aside. At the end of the day, it's always pretty much a good day, and I have fun in here. So you would miss that, and you would be so bummed, and then pile on top of that, you're being supported by a woman now. She's paying for everything. You got to ask her. I couldn't even put gas in my car without asking her for money.
And then put
Oh,
on top
God.
of that now she resents you because part of your appeal was that you were a big time radio disc jockey.
Yeah.
I mean, pretend. I don't think she thinks that of you.
Right, I don't
No.
think
But
she thinks that of
pretend
him
like
either.
she thinks of you as as this radio guy or whatever, a radio god.
But she does. I mean, she does have a lot of like vested interest in me, and that my career goes well, so that we can, get a bigger house.
Right, 'cause you
better-
guys share
we
the-
can have another kid. So I mean, she
depends on your income.
Yeah, that would be gone.
So all of a sudden, you're married to this radio guy that you think is cool and everything, and now he's a stay-at-home guy with like spit and poop all over him and all this crap. You think you're gonna marry a baseball superstar, but instead he stays in the minors and then gets injured. You're married to an attorney, and he's gonna be whatever Supreme Court justice of the world, and then they just like slander him, and now he's no longer that guy.
He got caught smoking pot.
Yeah, whatever it is,
Yeah.
like you have all. So the thing is, I guess, is you shouldn't put all your expectations into somebody's job.
Right.
But what's sad is how many times if you meet someone
Like I want my boyfriend to quit his job. Because I think he's underpaid and undervalued, and I think it's a bunch of crap.
You'll have that trump card that my wife has at that point, and you'll own him.
I would rather own him and him be happy than
he won't be happy though.
Crap that's going on.
Someone owns you right now. You can't be happy, and it's a sick world we live in. Honest to God, when the first things you say to someone when you meet someone new is,
"What do you do?
What do you do?" Or, "Hi, I'm blah blah blah. I work for so and so," and they almost say their job. It's like it's sad.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I've been with people that I thought were cool, and then they weren't cool.
See,
I mean, I've been into people just for their jobs.
Imagine you're with the
and then you realize, an orthopedic surgeon doesn't make that much money because they have malpractice insurance, and then he was in over his head with the house, and then you're not as attracted to him.
And then they come out with some new pill you can take, and no one's breaking bones anymore. He's out of work.
I know.
And you'd be like,
and
ew.
Really, to be honest with you, that's the only reason why I married him is he's an orthopedic surgeon.
Oh, God, that's awful.
And it became so I just don't think I liked him.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Of a single, that's
Yeah.
that's what we need. Yeah. All right. Anyway, I'm excited about David Hasselhoff being single. All right. In the meantime, by the way, our phone numbers are 1-800-STAR-987, 1-800-STAR-987. Those examples of I don't even know what to call this. It was from Desperate Housewives last night, where everybody, I guess what I'm saying is you shouldn't put so much into somebody's career. It's not who they are at all.
No.
But it really is in so many sad ways.
It's not, though.
It's not, but it is. I know
What
it doesn't
kind of
make any
statement is
sense.
that?
It's not, and it shouldn't be in a perfect world. It isn't. It shouldn't matter at all. It should all be about the person. But
I guess what I'm saying is people like me that married somebody just because they were a doctor, remember that no matter what, that can either A, go away, or B, it's not what you thought it was.
Right.
So don't
Yeah.
marry somebody because of their career is what I'm saying, because it is not who they are.
yeah,
And, it's like, it's because there's a power trip that goes with like being a doctor and all that, and that's part of your attraction to them. But then when you get home and you realize they're not like that, it's kind of
they're
disappointing.
dorks.
Total dorks.
They were in school way too long.
So I guess, just make sure they're going to stay with you if you lose your job, which is so scary.
Right.
I asked, what's his name? Are you going to stay with me if I lose my job? He's like, oh, yeah.
Like, honestly, right now, what if it was the other way around? What if my wife lost her job?
Would you
and
stay
I was
with her?
carrying the whole bill. Yeah, but I'd so work her because I'd have one up on her.
Jack,
Yeah, but she earned that. His wife has kind of tortured him to the point where she would deserve it.
what if you lost your job, Jack?
I think my wife would bring the baby by Home Depot to see me, like in the lawn department.
Yeah,
but
she'd still be by your
she'd
side?
stop by. No. When
With
it
her
was
new husband?
when it was my weekend to drop the baby off after my shift.
Yeah.
Right.
But just realize that is not who they are, by
Yeah.
the way. Yeah, that is not who they are. So anyway, that's what we're talking about this morning. Again, our star numbers. Our phone number is 1-800-STAR-987. And then to kind of go off that Desperate Housewives thing, if you saw it last night, part of this guy, what is left of him being a stay-at-home dad, he didn't lose his job. He quit his job. His wife is working. He feels like he has no penis left at all, no balls, whatever. Now she's asked him to get a vasectomy. So now he feels like that was his last manhood card.
And the way she asked him, it wasn't like, hey, you know what? We're done having kids. Let's go ahead and have one. He brought it up as a joke. Like,
No,
he didn't want to get chicken
Well, I don't know.
pox.
We wouldn't have any audio because you were mad at the show.
The show sucked last night.
So Stench didn't bring us any audio because he's mad at the
I was
show,
like,
whatever that means.
It was great the week before. Last night was a sucky episode.
I'm like, can we have some audio of the vasectomy and blah, blah? He's like, I didn't get the show. It's stupid. I didn't bring it.
He gave a crappy answer.
Exactly what I said.
And to be completely honest, I didn't watch it. It was on in the bedroom, but I heard this part. It's so random that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And his answer of, well, what if something happened and you were killed or whatever? I want to know that if I get together with somebody else, I could still have kids with them and start a new family. And I thought, that's a horrible answer for that. You know?
Yeah.
But it came up, honestly, as a joke. It came up as, I don't want to get chicken pox because if a grown man gets chicken pox, apparently he could be sterile.
Right.
And I wouldn't want that to happen. And he kind of laughs. And then she starts thinking and overthinking as women will do. And that's when she's like, I want you to get one just because he made that joke.
Because and this is really deep and weird, and I don't know if y'all can follow. I did things because I knew my marriage wasn't going to last. Like, when I was moving to California and my husband was staying in Colorado, I packed things that I didn't want to
You
lose.
lose in a
Yeah.
divorce? Like you
Right.
took the valuables with you?
Right. I didn't want to lose in a
Okay.
divorce because I knew we weren't going to make it.
Right.
Don't you think some guys don't get a vasectomy because they know they'll start a second life?
True.
I think some guys, and I think for other guys, they feel like it somehow takes away part of their manliness.
I think
you know?
it's so you can start a second life, Jack.
I don't know.
Yeah, I got it all figured out.
Okay.
Why the hell isn't Marlon Wayans celebrating Martin Luther King Day?
He is.
Oh yeah, with our parade.
With our parade and by releasing his new comic book.
Yeah, all right, so he's not there yet, so I don't know where the hell he went. Martin, I know Martin. Oh, remember that show? That was horrible. Anyway, Martin Luther King Day celebration! That's right, we have our own parade going on at the Radio Ranch since we couldn't get off to go see it. So we've had several guest floats.
Yes. Yep.
One of the guest floats that we have is it's coming up. It's Marlon Wayans. It's just making its turn.
Oh, I see it coming.
Yeah, it's making its turn. We're waiting for it. And Marlon Wayans will be on our next float.
He'll be on the super bad James Dynamite float.
But I don't know where the hell he is right now, so we'll just stall. All right. In the meantime, as we wait for our next float to come by our window, or no, they're actually here. I don't know. I can't figure out the scene
We're
I'm
right
making.
on the route.
Yeah. Right now, we're looking
I
at
should probably work this out.
That's
Look at the equestrian team right now.
Anyway, as we're talking about all of this, we were also talking about Desperate Housewives last night. I don't know if y'all saw it. It was a new episode. And everything from does a vasectomy take away your male card, your I've got a big old rager, that's ready to produce some children, to a man whose job, do you think that you are married to or attracted to a man because of his career? Those are really the two things we're talking about. And here is...
I'm all, no, and I showed him.
You're all what?
Oh, Michael? Lee?
Hello?
Hello.
You're all what?
Oh, I'm sorry.
all no.
I'm sorry. I was talking to a friend of mine here at work.
Okay, but who are you talking about? Because you're very invested.
Yeah, I'm all like, what?
Invested.
Some guy at Home Depot trying to sell oranges. That's all.
And you actually said, I'm all?
And I'm all no?
No, I have a whole bag of oranges that a friend gave me already.
How old are you?
36.
You cannot say I'm all anymore.
I know, but I have a teenager. And
It doesn't matter. I'm all telling you, you can't.
And you shouldn't be that worked up over the guy selling you oranges on the street corner.
But she was all...
I know she
you're
was
right.
all.
Her kid's all, I'm all like, my mom's a dork because she says I'm all.
Yeah, why the all?
No, I'm a cool mom.
Right, we had this discussion.
Never happens.
Yeah, I think I'm cool too, and then I was told I wasn't, but whatever. All right, so what were you calling about, my friend?
Okay, I was calling because I was listening to the radio this morning talking, about what you guys were talking about, Desperate Housewives. My husband and I watched it, and the whole thing happened with us. We've almost been married 6 years, and in 2003, he had an accident where he had a really bad injury. He ended up having to stay home about 2.5 years.
God, that's a long time.
Everything changed. Oh, my God. I thought I was going to kill the man.
Did you hate him?
Yeah, I did. I kind of resented him for a while. I went through the whole thing, the whole mind trip, not only myself, but with him. His attitude changed. Everything changed. Our marriage just really struggled. And I kept thinking to myself, oh, my God, I can't wait till it gets back to work. I hate this, and I resented him also because I wasn't able to stay home with the kids. It's like, yes.
Yeah.
And, the kids weren't on a schedule, and I just,
he was doing it all wrong.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I have 3 kids, and the two youngest are, they're just really young. And he finally went back to work. And now that he's back at work, everything has changed where I'm thinking, God, I wish he was at home because this whole time when he was at home.
This is where they call nobody's ever happy.
Yeah.
You're never
That's
happy.
what's wrong with you.
Yeah.
Right, exactly, because, I was like the whole mental attitude.
Till it's gone.
Well, I make my own money, I'll do my own thing. I can't wait, and then
I'm
going
all
to
like,
leave.
I wish he was back at work.
Like, I'm all thinking that for sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
So then you take out your frustrations on a poor guy selling oranges on the corner.
Yeah, look at your life just
You're
sucks.
mean.
No, listen, really.
Aren't you supposed to be celebrating Martin Luther King Day? What the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Well, because I have to work.
Why?
Oh,
Well,
because
because I work for a food company, and they
They
work
hate black people?
24/7. No.
That's not right.
like President Bush.
Take it off.
Not. Absolutely not.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, enjoy Martin Luther King Day and your husband that
Yay!
now is back to work, but you wish he was staying at home. And does he have a vasectomy? Final question.
Yes, he does.
Oh, that's terrific news. And did it feel like it took away his manhood?
No, absolutely not.
Okay. Because my theory is that some men don't get vasectomies because they know they're going to have a second round of life and they want to knock up some young bitch.
Yeah,
Oh,
when we're
well,
old.
maybe, but
Yeah.
he has 4. We have 4 kids already.
Yeah,
so
but don't
it's-
think that, in his 50s, he's not going to knock up some 20-year-old.
Well, as long as she's good to my kids.
Yeah, that's kind of what I say.
man.
Hey, I already have that plan, too. Look, I know we're not going to make it, but just find a nice girl to take care of our son.
Good.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, celebrating Martin Luther King Day here at the Radio Ranch. Jack, turn up the music.
Yay! Here comes our next float.
That's right, our next float is... What?
It's the Super Bad James Dynamite float, and you're asking, what the hell is Super Bad James Dynamite?
I wasn't asking myself that. I was thinking, my God, look at the detail on the float. Look at the details on this float.
Beautiful flowers.
The beautiful flowers. Yes. It is a cartoon, correct?
It is a comic book, and it's done by the Wayans brothers, and we have one of them on the line right now to talk about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Marlon Wayans.
Marlon!
Celebrating Martin Luther King Day. Hi,
How
happy.
you doing?
What's happening?
I'm glad y'all got your black quota up for the day.
Yeah.
You got your brother on the radio. That's good. I like to see that.
And you are the only black man on the float today.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Sure,
yeah.
That's good. I feel special.
Yeah, and we thought, we're having a parade here for Martin Luther King Day. We've got to have a black man.
Yeah, cool. All right, I'm on the float.
Now, why aren't you celebrating the King's birthday or whatever
I
it
always
is?
celebrate the King's
The day.
birthday. For years, black people used to try and celebrate something. We used to make something up called Black Solidarity Day. And that's when me and a bunch of black kids we knew just said, we ain't going to school today. We always wanted. So, I celebrate, thank God for Martin Luther King's birthday because it's a good day off, and the man did a lot of marching, and he did a lot of good things.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for him, we couldn't cap all you white girls off. Thank you.
There's one way to look at it. And if it wasn't for him, probably you wouldn't be able to promote the hell out of this new comic book.
Yeah.
Exactly. I could only do this, I only had to be able to do it on the colored stations. I couldn't do it on the white
Exactly.
stations, too.
Us white folk will let you on now, which is terrific news. Yeah, because we are the whitest station you'll ever find.
No, actually, I sound pretty hip. White, it's different now. The world is like beige. It's like, white and black is kind of crossed. Martin Luther King did a lot. It's like you got white kids wearing hip-hop gear. You got black kids going to college. It's all mixed up.
Yeah.
You got Eminem and Tiger Woods. Look at that.
Well, I think the ultimate white guy that wants to be a black man is Kevin Federline.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, you like that,
I
Kevin?
think Kevin is a black man dressed up in white makeup. he pimping that ass.
Yeah.
Let's get didn't you see the little son? He look a little black. Nose spread a little bit all across his face. I'm telling you, Kevin Federline's the brother.
Yeah, and by the way, don't slam that Kevin Federline. That is talent right there, my friend.
Hey man, anybody that can do nothing and get and chill with $100 million girl, he's a winner.
Yeah.
Good job. All I
Wow.
gotta do is tap Britney. Cool. What's wrong?
Yeah, let's see. Where do I sign up for that one? No kidding. All right, so you have this new comic book out.
Yeah.
Now,
Super Bad James Dynamite.
Well, and now, why don't you guys just stop for a while? Like, it seems like you did a couple movies. You have enough money, you could retire.
The scary
Because
movies.
right now it's about extending the brand, and then getting putting our brand into as many places as we can. I think comic books right now, everything was violent, and this is a place to go have some fun and, be a little edgy and have a good time. So, that's why we chose comic books. We have trading cards out, called The Dozens with a bunch of, it's like your mama jokes on cards. So we're just taking and putting humor
good.
in places that need it.
They're like flashcards for black kids.
With your mom.
Well, my kids like them too.
Yeah. Well, right. I'm just thinking it's the new flashcard.
Yeah.
Instead of 4
kinda
plus
like,
2, it's like your
the-
mama is, and then you
It's
turn
like
it
the
over.
right. It's like the Garbage Pail Kids.
Yeah, I love
Boys,
it.
yeah.
All right, so it's called Super Bad James Dynamite.
Yeah, basically he's a action hero from the 70s. He's like Shaft, Dolomite, Superfly, Black Belt Jones, all wrapped up in one, minus the cool and the black belt.
Very nice. And is this available in stores now?
Yeah, it's available. You can buy. Available at Tower Records, Virgin Megastore, anywhere else they sell comics. It's a really, really funny little thing. I enjoy doing it, and the artwork is amazing.
And did you draw it all?
No, I didn't draw. We wrote the script, and then we have our artist Darren Hung and Robert Reed, who work over at SMK Merchandise, did it for us.
Yeah, and I feel as if, and I don't know, I might be suckered to that, but Marlon, I feel as if this is going to roll into something else.
Oh, it could. Well, shoot, everything else turned into a damn movie. Why not, right?
Yeah.
You got X-Men, you got the Hulk, you got the Elektra. I didn't know what she do. She got a comic book movie.
Yeah, I feel as if I feel like this is just a small little portion of what we're going to see with Superbad James Dynamite.
Oh, definitely. I mean, reality is I'm so busy like doing movies right now. I'm up in Canada filming Little Man, which is a movie where I play a midget. I mean, excuse me, a little person.
Oh, very nice, very nice. Yes.
A baby. So but this I couldn't do as a movie right away. So I thought it'd be a great comic book to do. So it's something I wrote with a buddy of mine, Xavier Cook, and it's really funny.
All right, Superbad James Dynamite. You can get it in all these stores, and I'm sure you're going to be seeing stuffed animals and action figures.
Funny.
And a movie.
Stuffed animals would be.
You're going to see a movie. We're going to see a soundtrack. We're going to be bombarded with this character.
I did an audio soundtrack for it. You go to the website, www.superbadjamesdynamite.com, and in a little while we're going to have available. I did like all the voices, so it's like an audio, like read-along book. It's pretty funny.
And now, why all the comics have big-breasted women these days?
Because otherwise, little keen-eyed little boys wouldn't buy it.
But they're just...
Because you trick your parents. The parents think you want Playboy. Get me Spider-Man.
Right. It's just every woman overblown in the chest area with the pencil.
Yeah,
but listen, when I was little, little boys are very creative. You remember that little Chinese girl on Street Fighter?
Right, yeah.
Yeah. I used to get off to that.
There are some things I don't need to know.
She's Tara on Thundercats. We was in love for a while.
You were? Does she know this?
She ran fast and I let off fast.
Oh, my God.
Anime love.
I cannot believe that men can masturbate to cartoons or to
Listen, every time Lionel went Thundercat. When his sword was growing, so was mine.
It's just great. In my life, the worst I ever did was I masturbated, at like second grade to Aborigine boobies in
National Geographic?
In National Geographic.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool. So you like black women with breasts to the side. All right.
Right, with like big hooks in them and stuff.
A couple of clubs I could take you to.
But at least mine were real. You guys masturbate to pencil drawings.
But they're hot.
Still, that's the beauty of it.
But why don't you?
Parents can't. Do you remember? When I first started doing that, like it was. I remember Purple Rain was out, and
God.
a VCR had just came out. And what I would do was when Vanity jumped into Lake Minnetonka, I would pause it right with her in the air.
My God!
Back then, the pause button only lasted like 25 seconds. So I had 25 seconds to get off.
Oh my God! You paused it to that.
James Dynamite is going to be good for all these mamas. If you got some babies out there that's going through it, spending a lot of time in the bathroom, get them a comic book. It's safe.
Very nice. There's a public service announcement for today. Thank you, Marlon Wayans. Thanks so much.
All
right. See you. Bye.
Jamie.